We've got a matchup where time of possession will be a focus. The Seahawks are #1 in rushing yards, going up against the 49ers, who will need to be strong up front.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Be good. Here we go. Let's go. 3-19.
On second down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. Past the 20, 10, and all the way down to the 9. It's a big run that time by Bell. 66 yards on the ground. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Leopard. All right, here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Detroit!
Second and goal to go now. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, now, look at 56.
Garoppolo now on third and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. close to a turnover there in the end zone. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Here we go now. Blue, landed.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. 30, 10, 5, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hurry up, here we go. Move.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriots.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go now.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Hurry up, here we go.
Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now they try the right side here. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Right there. All day, baby.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Second down following the incompletion.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Wilson to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Now it's Wilson.
36.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
That's fielded in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. In motion, the tight end. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Set. Green, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
on second down. Here's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. And that one results in 35 yards.
Detroit! Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Here we go now. Gun! Gun! Go this way. Here we go. Stick down.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. On the catch, it's Crowder. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Tight end left. Leopard. Here we go now. Green, 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Buying time to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Zebra. Hey, check 24.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
14, front it. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Check. Lucky.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Tim Williams coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Now Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down. That's Gibson. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. 4th down. Here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here we go. Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Left. 19.
Now a handoff looking right. And it's a fumble. And this is going to be 49er football. Often on fumbles. Who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Looking sideline, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Alert! 3 down! Back! Here we go!
Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And out now come the Seahawks. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Bell. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
No, check. Gun! Hurry up.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll run it set now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Ringo.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A give to Bell. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll go again with Bell. Bell so light on his feet. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. The tight end C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through him. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step, because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved they'll say recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eli Harold. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo now. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, that's Gibson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 2nd down. They'll give this to Bell running right. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in? I
do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want great tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Tim Williams in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
All right, here we go.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Here's a give to Bell running left. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Still going. They can't stop him. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to...
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Keep doing you, boy.
And the lead is now 13. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be...
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Solomon Thomas in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 57 yards. Now Wilson on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Hey, watch number 5, watch
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On first down, Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And the lead will shrink to 6. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They've got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. All right, here we go. Back down, Philly. Here we go.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point.
Let's go. Let's go.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check. Leopard. Watch that. Leopard.
Garoppolo looking to throw.
Check 26.
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Now let's go. Green.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.